Alright, we are live on both Twitch and YouTube for people who are watching. You can watch on either one. But we're going to start a new game tonight. Why am I starting a new game of Voices of the Void? Well, I've learned some things in my previous game that I streamed. And I don't have to do a tutorial this time. So we can actually focus on playing the actual game. One of the first things and most important things I learned is don't drive the ATV into the river. You're probably not going to get it back. So with that said, let's start our new game of Voices of the Void. Let's see here. As most of the game content to offer, storylines, random events, places, and more. Default game mode. No story events, but has the random event signals and special places. Alright. Well, we'll do story, just so we can have our fun stuff. And we're going to create a new save slot. And let's see here. What shall we call this? Now, there's a name up there. Alright, had to remember where the interface was for the name. So let's see here. What shall we call this? Call it listening to the void. There we go. It's a good name for it. Alright. Difficulty we'll leave on normal. We are going to turn off the physics damage because I've heard that that's actually a good thing to do. Makes life a little easier. We're going to leave the daily task fine off. Leave all that normal. We are going to turn down the day speed just a little bit here. Because when you're first starting off, getting all of the stuff done in one day, rough. Alright. Let's see here. This all looks normal. Not sure what extreme combat does, so let's just save all that. And let's create a slot. There we go. Listening to the void. There we go. And let's get started. Now, this game is obviously a bit of a horror game. So let's pick that up. We're going to carry this with us. It's got our initial starting gear in it. But as far as like horror games go, this is more of like an existential dread type game, if you ask me. Less, I mean, it was with the occasional jump scare and stuff. So that's kind of my opinion. Less like, raw in your face horror. Although you will hear like sounds and things. That's the gate back there. We'll just keep going this way because I think this way takes us down to the main base. The stars are pretty. Yeah, the stars are real pretty in this game if we like look up at the stars here. So, talking about the stars being pretty there, General Efficiency. Have you ever been to a True Dark area and seen like True Dark? What's that? It's just like a random bug. Okay. Firefly. If you ever get the chance to go experience True Dark, I highly recommend it. You can get to see what the stars are actually like. My wife and I took a trip with some friends of ours over to Colorado. We got to see a True Dark experience. And it was really cool. Like, super cool. Very, very neat. We had to, like, drive out into the middle of a giant national park and camp and see it. It's really neat, though. My goal this time around playing is to not get the ATV stuck in the bottom of the river. Considering not having the ATV makes driving out to the different satellite towers and getting out to them in time for the daily tasks quite difficult. Yeah, this should be the base right around this corner, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I always hear something over in this area. I never see anything, but I always hear something. I'm not sure it's not, because I noticed the power lines, like, sway a lot in the wind. I'm not sure it's not a physics sound being caused by them hitting a tree over there or something. Because you go through there, like, anytime, middle of the day, middle of the night, you hear a sound. Yeah, you always hear stuff in the forest in this. But having spent a lot of time wandering around in the forest at night, in places kind of like, well, not necessarily like a satellite, dish array, but, in places with, like, little specks of civilization kind of spread out. This is actually very realistic to how it feels sometimes. But we'll go ahead and get in and get our first signal going just so we can get a bit of a head start on things. I had my first experience where I had to go out and find one of the broken down generators out and about. In my solo playthrough I was doing. Alright, what's the... Oh. Come on. Of course I would. Alright, 111. Where's my thing? There we go. Alright. And remember how to get the thing on. Here's our outside lights. Let's go ahead and get our internal lights going here. Alright. The glowing red backlights of the ATV startled me there for a second. Alright, this is the... Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. I should have remembered previously, but... Let's get the lights in here on. There we go. Gonna go ahead and pick that up. Go. Gonna grab... I'll leave the keys there for now. Grab all that. And we'll pick this back up. There we go. Like to stockpile my MREs. That way you can follow power lines when a transformer goes out to the figure. I actually figured that out by happenstance. I figured that out. Like, not intentionally, but I did figure that out. I noticed that I could see that going on. I put my MREs in here. There we go. Alright, let's go into here. Go ahead and get that going. And we'll go to this southern one here. I can already tell where I'm missing my upgrades I've already gotten from my previous playthrough. Come on. Need that countdown to slow down there. There it goes. Get the first point in. I've kind of got a little system I use to like make sure I get this thing triangulated well that I've kind of figured out. There we go. All right. So this is how we get our first signal. Good. We got something here. Let's wait for those to rotate. Let's see here. There you go. Put that there. All right. Do I have... It says 90% full. That's fine. All right. That's all good over there. So it's like 1 a.m. here. Gotta wait for all these things to finish aligning. Maybe I should turn off my flashlight now that I'm in here. Well, while those align, what I will do is finish going in here. Let's get that light on. There we go. Where's my light switch? There we go. Flashlight off. And we'll put this down like right here. We're gonna put it like right here on the bed. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab that. Nope, that. Grab this extra flashlight. Grab that. There we go. Oh, grab that down there. Come on, I want this. I want the drive. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Anything in here? No. Where's the clock? Put a nice clock there. There we go. All right. Now we've got our stuff mildly sorted out. Power to the base turned on and all that. This should now be done getting all that stuff aligned. How are we doing? Oh, good. We have a signal. All right. Let's turn this on. We'll go ahead and turn that on. And we'll go ahead and get this going. See if we can't find this thing here. All right. I feel like it's going to be on a different polarity. All right. Went past it. All right, come on. Here we are. There we go. All right, now for the... Nope, I didn't want to turn that off. There we go. Now let's do our frequency. Ooh, went too far. Now, nope. Line 1, please. Here we go. I mean, that's pretty good. Alright, so that'll start downloading. There we go. I feel like we're losing the polarity just a little bit. Then we gotta do something real quick. Do I have a light switch in here? Yeah, of course there's no light switch in here. All the servers are good. Alright, let's see here. Let's do... What is it? sd.cal. Make sure everything looks good. Yeah, one of them was slightly not calibrated. One of the satellite dishes. For people curious, this is calibrating satellite dishes. If they're not perfectly aligned, you'll start to lose a little bit of signal. Or at least that's what I've figured out. Alright, there we go. I'll take that with me. Don't need to leave that drive in here. Anything else in here of value that I want to pick up? There's some electronic scrap. Alright, let's see here. 3. What I'm going to do... Let's see here. I'm going to pick that up, actually. We're going to put that... Come on, I had it. There we go. There, that's where I want it. Cool. There we go. Gotta organize my desk. There we go. That's all good. Download rates, it's okay. Alright. So there we go. So let's go finish sorting out a few things. Let's go downstairs. Actually, we'll go in here real quick. This is fine. This is not where I want to go. We'll go in here. Turn on this light. I like to just turn all the lights on. Makes me feel better, even if it isn't power efficient. Go down to the basement and turn those lights on real quick. Especially because the basement has to have its light switches in a weird place. I'm still curious what the thing is that... I will take the hammer. There we go. There's apparently something down here that Army Bacon is just like, I wonder if he's going to find it. I still haven't figured out what he's talking about. Alright. There we go. Actually, you know what? Let's go upstairs real quick. Smiles. You both are very helpful. If you're going to stand somewhere, stand there. There you go. Alright, so we've got this room up here. Got some canned good. Let's see here, we've got some food, some hammers. I don't know what that is there. Alright, so let's go over here. That's stairs. Is this the utility closet? No, the utility closet's downstairs. Yeah, this is the utility closet. That like right there. The utility closet doesn't have a light switch, does it? Or is it behind these boxes? I'm willing to bet. I got it. Alright. And we got bandages there. Some random discs down there. I will take all the garbage bags. And the MRE. And the garbage bag roll. Oh. Alright. Well, we're out of space. Close the signal room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these garbage bags. Nope. There we go. We're going to clean out some of the garbage. Go. There we go. Alright. Cool. That'll let us get rid of some of that stuff. Alright. It's 4 a.m. in the game. Our character's probably a little tired, but I'm getting some good signal. What is it that we've discovered here? It hasn't decided what it is yet. Let's turn that on. Check our emails. Welcome. So basically, we have to run this place in case people didn't know. My role is to manage your daily tasks. Okay. Maintaining the equipment. Alright. There we go. Now, what I will do is number 4. Put that down there. There. That way I have an extra drive box down there. Alright. Actually impressive. We're almost 50% done with this thing already. As far as, like, downloading the signal. 8 bits. Yeah, 8 bits. Definitely need to improve that download rate and whatnot. Remain behind the blast shield while machine operating. Cosmic gulfs throws open before our frenzied eyes. You know, I'm just now noticing some of the things written around here. What is going on here, game? Why am I becoming all flighty here? Game? Alright, that was weird. The game got stuck where I was, yeah, just a few company mottos, you know? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was weird. Alright, so... something happened. It sounded like I got an email. It definitely was not an email. Oh, it was a detector telling me... it's a neutron star that we found. Okay. That was a detector figuring out. I definitely feel like my download feels better time-wise than when I was first playing. Gonna be a lot of cleanup. I mean, if we're gonna get this place up to code, it's gonna take a lot of effort. We're talking about effort. Let's go ahead and go get the trash bags. Utility closet. There we go. What's that? That's a broom. Can I use the broom to, like, sweep? Weird question. What is this? That's trash file. Okay. Alright. Trash bag. Place up to code. You'll be lucky enough to get the hygiene up to code. I mean, you're not wrong, but we'll get there. We will fix it all. We're going to turn this place into a scientist's paradise, even if we're the only ones here. We'll be happy here when they, you know, let us get eaten by whatever monstrosities eat us. Just wait until you see the... that was ominous. Alright, what do we get? Now we're 91% done on downloading this signal. I definitely need... you know what this place... you know what this room needs? A coffee pot. A coffee machine. That's what this room needs. How can they expect scientists to work without a coffee machine? I mean, obviously there's one upstairs, but I don't have money. They haven't paid me yet. Alright. But yet, wait until the encounters. I've had some encounters. I know it's doable to get a coffee machine, I just haven't done it. Alright, excellent. There we go, got that. Alright, let's grab that. Bring it over here. I'll just go ahead and save that signal. There we go. I'll just go ahead and put that in the box. New signal. Alright. Go ahead and get a jump on the day here. There we go. Yeah, Army Bacon, we were actually just talking about, you know, the thing in the basement that you've been trying to get me to spot, that I'm just being blind about. There we go. Kind of line up my lines here. Alright, there we go. Get that one there. Bring this one down to, like, here. Close enough. There we go. Alright. Thalan, do I trust you? I mean, enough. How about that? Is that good enough? There we go. We got a signal. Cool. Alright, I gotta wait for them to find the thing. Yeah, I trust you, Army Bacon, to some extent. Gotta wait for those to finish what they're doing. I'm gonna do a little cleaning while we wait for the stuff to get aligned. I mean, I've already seen the provisions room down there, we'll say. That's what we're gonna call it, just because that's the nice thing to call it. But I'm assuming that's not what we're having me look for. Alright. Let's see here. We lined up? Yep, we're aligned. Okay. See if I need to adjust the polarity here. I probably will. Or not. There we go, there's that. Alright, let's go up in frequency here a little bit. Because I'm going to guess this is probably a higher frequency item. Zoom in my luck. Likes to go up and down a lot. In the frequency. Could be worse, it could be Freddy Freybear. I mean, sure. I was never big. I never really got into the whole Five Nights at Freddy thing. Wow, this is actually a low frequency one? Then I'm never usually big of a horror person, so. Now, like, weird existential dread and Cthulhu type horror type stuff, you know, that doesn't bother me so much. Oh, good. My first delivery is arriving. Alright. Here we go. Almost got this thing locked in. Close enough. Alright, we'll let that sit and download. Let's go see what... They haven't emailed me my first daily task. That's alright. So what we'll do is for number 3, I'm going to put this... This is going to be my lunch desk right there. There we go. And put this extra battery here. That way I can just carry some extra stuff with me. Alright. I don't need to do that. Let's go. Just pop that open. I mean, I love the advanced delivery drone with the basically very fancy sandbag. Gonna put all the trash bags in there. There we go. Alright, we'll take the MRE, we'll take the zip drive, that. Tapes. And that. Alright, there we go. Then send the drone back for... Well, actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and get the tape switched out, then send the drone back. Is this full? Not quite. Alright. And then... tape. This is A. And then B. Alright. 1. That over here. Done. Alright. Certainly going to take a little bit of time to download this one. They haven't emailed me my new objective yet this morning. In that case, we'll go ahead and send the drone back with the garbage cargo. Oh, I've already done that. I've actually set it at, I think, a little, like, 30% longer. First day is free? Okay. Well, I'm going to get ahead of the schedule here. But I did adjust the day length. Like, if we go in here to my settings... I can't show it in here because we're actually... Because we're in the game. We won't let you look at it while you're in the game, unfortunately. Let's go check the servers. These are all nice and green. Oh, nice and green. Very good. Really need some power outlets, or some lights in there, in the server room. Alright. Let's see here. That's utility closet. That's not what I wanted. I was going to go into the cantina. Let's see here. We got beer. MRE. Empty beer bottle. A couple extra beers. They're all empty. Just kind of getting my supplies in order here. Does this microwave work? I mean, it's full of trash, but so I'm going to guess maybe. No power. Okay. Well, we have some canned peaches. Not sure I'd eat those. That one definitely did not sound right when I opened that one. Just close that one up. Nothing in that one. Set up there. Some more canned food. Alright, well, we have some food. I don't have a can opener, I just realized. That's something I should look for. Okay, I was for a second there, I thought the fire extinguisher was broken open. I was like, wait a minute. Let's see here. Let's put this here for now. There we go. Oh. Package received. Oh, we got some points. Excellent. You could buy some stuff. So we've got 34 points. Let's increase our download speed a little bit. And let's go to the store. Turn the camera to something else. Oh. You mean like the cat? That's where it's supposed to be. Alright. Sanitation. Garbage bag roll. No, I don't have enough. Never mind. Spent too many points. Okay. Yes, this is Helia the cat. Queen of the house. She allows me and my wife to live here, and my son. She tolerates our nonsense. What is it? That's a trash file. Okay. Yeah, that's the stairs. Let me get there. I'll give you tips. Somewhere with a log, there is a barrel full of a certain item with a certain amount, with a certain goodie. You can sell and make money. However, you only get to say it because it's actually a cryptic clue. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get some food in my character's belly here. Alright, let's see here. Let's see here. We're gonna eat this banana. That up. And no, actually leave this in here for now. There we go. Nice. Bacon probably knows. Yeah, I believe it. Does this work? It does. Oh, this is where the sandwich was. Repair? Oh, I have to repair the oven. Anything up here? What's that? What's that? I found a bowl. Plates. More plates. Okay. Getting a feel for everything that's up here. Alright. Let's see here. Trash, trash. Anything in this? Nope. Empty pots. Okay, so there's a window here that's been sealed off nicely. Nope, there's a ladder. I never went up here before. Oh, there's stuff up here. I feel like this is something we have to come up here and fix at some point. There we go. Wait, are there lights out here? Oh, there are! Aha! We have outdoor lights. Alright. I feel like it doesn't want me to move this. let's go see how our current signal download's doing. We're at 29%. Get some sort of exoplanet. I feel like I need to calibrate the satellite dishes again. Let's see, everything's green. Green. Alright, let's see here. SD cal all. Oh. Kilo is not responding. Alright. Let's see here. SV dot. Target. Kilo. SD. SD dot cal all. Yep, Kilo's still not responding. Alright, well, I have to go figure out what's going on with Kilo. Lovely weather we're having. What time is it actually in the game? Let's see. Yeah, it's only like 8 in the morning. Alright, let's grab one of these real quick. We're going to use this table right now to unpack our lunch. That was not what I wanted. Alright, yep. Oh, hello, roaches. I did not want the roach. I also lost part of my lunch, it looks like. Sausage. There we go. Alright. I've got a solution to deal with these roaches. Do cockroaches have a use besides, obviously, just being a nuisance? Eat the cockroach? I don't think I want to eat the cockroach. Hi, Helia. Slightly out of frame there, sweetheart. There you go. Alright. It's a canon event. Oh, there you go. There. I'm going to sell them this banana peel. There we go. Alright, now let's go fix Kilo while we're at it. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, so you can pick it up. Okay. Alright, so how do I turn off the parking brake is what? Space bar. Alright, we're not going to drive into the river this time. This is Kilo, isn't it? Yep. Alright. I still want to know why our character gets so tired of crackers so quickly. Yep, there we go. Alright. Oh, missed that one. Dang it. Dang it. Come on. I can do this. There we go. Got it. Alright. Okay. So I saw what you mean by, like, the fishing bait that you can buy on the store. I still have not found a fishing rod yet. But then I also haven't, like, fully explored the map or anything, so... Alright. Okay. 3-point turns on this thing is a little difficult. There we go. Successfully fixed the satellite dish. By the way, I just realized I forgot to ask. How's everybody doing today? Let's see here. There we go. Nope. Try and get this polarity back to where it was maxed out. There we go. There we go. That's a lot better. I'm glad you're doing well there. Your own efficiency. What about you, Army Bacon, if you're still with us? There we go. Run through everything to make sure everything's good. Excellent. That should get us a little better download rate now. Alright, how are we doing over here? Almost full. Oh yes, our download rate is looking much better. Let's check our emails. Nothing interesting. And we don't have enough upgrades for anything. Ooh, we can actually buy something from the store now, though. We could buy a trash bag roll. There we go. Okay. I'm kind of just trying to decide where I want to, fill out first. Now, here's a question. So we can buy these things, right? Is there a way to, like, restock this? Good question. Okay, well. Seeing if there's anything in there. You can definitely tell what era this thing was built, considering there's a smoking section in this. in the welcome area. There we go. Maybe he comes by and refills it. You know, I'm sure the drone comes by and refills it. I'm sure it's part of the drone's job. Alright, Joan, you can get out of here. There we go. Now the question is, do I want to keep working on this room? Or do I want to go work on the bedroom? I kind of want to keep working on this room. Yeah, the wooden wall was quite nice. Definitely very 60s vibe. Very 60s, 70s kind of vibe. There we go. Alright, let's see here. There we go. How are we doing? We're at 60%. It's not bad. I guess I should explore a bit more, see what else we can get into. Here, let's go see if I can't find this thing down in the basement that Bacon keeps talking about. Is it this asbestos warning? Because it definitely feels like the kind of place that would have asbestos. It's interesting that it gets darker as you get to, like, right here. I mean, there's the opened beer here. There's a boot, floor drain, a deflated basketball, the chair, the stuff in there that is now apparently not turned on with a light. There's the mannequins, transformer. There's this secret area back here that I haven't figured out how to get into. There's all this stuff. Drive, calculator. I did find the closet full of rocks previously. Which is right here. Let's see here. Anything in this thing? There's a physics module. Don't forget the horse annihilator. What? You mean this thing here? Gas mount? The giant machine. That's what this is? Gas output. Because I feel like that's an inaccurate description. It looks like a giant incinerator. It's a cremator. But now you know what I use it for. Metal debris. Tools to break the boxes with. Oh, there you go. So what is this thing for? Spectrogram. Physics module. Feels like an upgrade of some sort. I will take the green floppy disk with me, just because I can. There's a note in the cabinet you looked in. Paper, paper, file, paper stack, paper sheet, paper sheet, wrench. I mean, there's a wrench. The wrench might be useful. This cabinet? Calculator, drive. I'll take the drive. I mean, I found this note, which talks about the rocks being used to break the boxes. Oh, paper sheets can have stuff written on them. Ew. Nope, nothing on that one. Wrench. Wrench can be used to take the lid off the computer table in the back car, tires, ignition switches, etc. Take the lid off the computer. When installing a module, make sure the table is powered down. The signal station does not support hot swap. Oh! This is an upgrade for the signal station. Okay. So if I come into here, once this thing's done, I could, like, turn this off, and it would be good to go. So if we, like, put that down real quick, and let's see here, 7. Actually, we'll try the crackers. Okay, he's tired of the crackers. There we go. Finish eat the sausage then. Alright, so once this is done, we'll install this new thing. What I'm going to do, just because I'll be done with this soon, put that in there. Do not overload. This is not a game. Okay. Alright, so we're close. We're at 93% here. Email. Upgrades. Database. Nothing. Alright. Cool. Now, how do I power down the table? I assume that's downstairs, that I have to, like, go downstairs and flip a breaker or something. Let me read this note again. Wrench can take the lid off. When installing module, make sure the table is in signal station does not support hard swap. So it's for the signal station. Is this a signal station here, this one? Or is this a signal station over here? Alright, that's good to go. Save that. Save that. Pick that up. Toss that in here. Power flicker. Oh, the entire thing. Okay. So let's see here. I assume to calculations, downloading coordinates. So is this the thing I need to turn off the signal station, or is there some other way for me to, like, turn it off? I'm not seeing, like, a big off switch or anything. Let's see here. Oh, that's full. There we go. Try it. Okay. Oh, I have to hold. This is where I'm going to electrocute myself, aren't I? Physical module slot, empty. Yep. Alright. So, let's do this. Okay. And let's do downloading. Okay, there we go. Okay. I want to know how turning all that off does not... Okay, calculations then. Alright. Why is this not working? Oh, I have to also do utilities? Okay, so I have to do the whole thing. You could look at the other panels. This is 3. This is physics module slot, or physical module slot. This is 4, 2, 1. Alright. Yep. Alright. Hold on. That's what I'm doing. I'm just like, alright. Now I have to come down here and... That breaker did not sound happy about that. Alright. Okay. Yeah, like, that's an engineering nightmare right there. There we go. Put those back on there. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this back together, and then we'll turn everything back on, because, my god. This thing's dangerous. We don't want to think about how much my character's PhD we just erased, you know. There we go. Alright, let's go get the breakers turned back on. Now it's interesting. Now the room in here is lit up. I have to turn all the lights back on. I do. I have to manually turn all the lights back on, don't I? Because, yep. Turning all the lights back on because the lights don't remember if they were on or off. Yep. What's interesting is that the lights are quite literally a toggle. You just have to toggle the switch. Doesn't matter if you're toggling it up or down. You just toggle the switch. Yeah, this is the one that doesn't have light switch. Yep. And I will be curious to see how that affects everything. There we go. Let me back out. There we go. Let's go ahead and call the drone in while I deal with some stuff here. But there we go. Alright, let's go get our next signal going. Alright. Let's go this way. I definitely have passed this thing somewhere. Because it should have been like right over here somewhere. There it is. Alright. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's see what kind of signal we find this time. Alright, we found something. And while the radar dishes get aligned, I'm going to go sell the trash bags. Alright, anything else I want to sell? Not really. Alright. Go on, drone. Shoot with you. There we go. Alright, how are we doing here? Oh, good, we have a signal. Pardon me. Okay, let's see what we find. If anything. That character's definitely getting tired again. Looks like we're gonna have to switch polarities on us. Oh, we got an email. There we go, there's that. Nope, not that. All right, come on. Let's get the frequency found here, so my character can get a little bit of a nap. There we go. The character's definitely getting tired. The way he's starting to sway here. Oh man, almost got perfect signal right there. All right, let me go ahead and grab one of these. Just throw it in the slot, so we're ready. Oh, I just realized I got to turn the computer back on. Let's see here. I still won't eat the crackers. What about the canned food here? You'll eat that. Alright. Good. How are we looking here? Email. Package received. Send us more stuff. Excellent. I'm going to save the points this time. I think it's time for my character to go get a little bit of shut-eye, though. Check in here, make sure there's nothing red. Oh, everything looks good there. Cool. Okay. One more time, just to do the .cal all. Just like to make sure everything's working in tip-top shape. Cannot save in midair. Figured as much. Game. There we go. Alright, everything's good. Basically getting everything as good as possible here. Still figuring out what it is. But I'm going to guess it's an exoplanet looking at that. Alright. Let's see here. What do we have? Soda. Piersby. Soda shrimp. Oh my goodness. Yamu. Dr. Penny. Fancy. Wog Hellbeer. Oh, what? P3. Wow. Zeta. RNG. Some of these soda names. I'm just gonna be honest. Is there a stock on this thing here? Coffee, just 15 points. No, there's no stock. Okay. Alright, I should have, like, turned the lights on in the bathroom, you know. In case I want to come in here and use this place. You know. Not sure I would trust it, but, you know, it's the thought that counts. Let's take that, and we're going to add that to the pile over here. There we go. Alright, let's get a little nap here. Is there a way for me to wake up manually? There's just only parody names you can come up with. I mean, you're not wrong. There are only so many parody names you can come up with. See all the Walmart brand sodas. Okay, so escape will wake us up. I imagine we're probably going to have like some sort of event. I love how you get like all the random sounds here while you're trying to sleep, implying that stuff's going on. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and wake up real quick. Don't have any weird stuff going on the pause menu, which is a good sign. I want to go see how our download's doing here. My character got a little bit of a power nap. Yep, we're at 96%. And it is a planet. I guessed right. Man. Definitely doing better than I did last time. Let's see here. Any new emails? Nope. Oh, man. It does make me feel better that we can, like, kind of power nap during the day and stuff. Alright, good. So that's all done. So let's save it. There we go. Let's do that. There we go. Put that in here. And put that there. Actually, I'm gonna, before I forget, I'm just gonna put that there. That way I don't forget that that is already filled. Okay. Oh, we got another signal like right here. Should be able to just do like this. And just press enter. We're gonna see what kind of weird triangles we can find and make this work with. Well, it got it. Alright. You let me eat the crackers now? Game? Yes, you are. Good job. There we go. Man, frequency is already pretty close on this one. Alright, let's see here. Let's see how we're doing with polarity. Now we're already in the right category. Now we just got to get fine-tuned a little bit. There we go. Alright, now signal is just a little higher. Good. For frequency. That's got to be pretty close. Alright. Close enough for now. Sure doesn't look like it's moving around too much. No, that looks pretty good. Alright. I'll go ahead and get my next drive ready. There we go. Detection is coming in pretty good. Alright. How's this doing for filled? 70%. They're definitely going to have to send us new tapes in the morning. I'll check our servers real quick before we go to bed. All green. All green. Beautiful. Okay. On today's episode of Normal Planet or Resident Evil Red Death Ray. Well, right now it's coming in kind of gray. I'm going to say it's a gray planet. Just a regular old, like, barren moon or something. But you never know. Could be like that giant red glaring one we saw the other day. Alright. I'm going to put our character back to bed for a bit. Can you dress up the mannequins? That'd be cool. That's true. I could listen back to the signals. That is a fair point. Alright. Oh, we're in the... Oh, hello. Oof. That was a new one. Okay, well, it was just a bad dream. Yeah, a Greek rock guy started throwing rocks at me. Wow, that ruined my sleep. I lost sleep over that one. Like, I actually lost resting bonuses. But I suppose being thrown out of a really kind of nasty looking bed onto your face into your side table by a dream would make you lose, rest. I'm not going to deny that too much. Because let me tell you, waking up in the middle of the night by slamming my face into my side table is not how I want to wake up. The stars don't normally look like that. Just going to point that out. They don't normally go streaking by. Alright, we woke up. Yeah, exactly. Alright. It's 1 a.m. A little early, but that's okay. Good chance for us to go check on the signal. It probably was a meteor shower. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. And remember, if we see Jim in the hall, we just say hi and move on. How are we doing? Oh, good. We got it downloaded. Ah, see? It was just a nice planet. Good signal strength, good frequency. You know. Alright, so you said listen to it. Alright, let's see here. Nope, I didn't hear anything too interesting on that one. I mean, there might have been something in the very beginning of it. Oh yeah, that's true. But I'm just going to take it for now. And we're just going to put it into the box, just to store it up. Let's see here. We should have an email, right? Daily task. 3 signals. Yep. So we need to collect the information from Charlie, Mike, and X-Ray. And send us the tapes. Well, we got the tapes. We got some signals. So let's see here. It was... You're pretty confident that was Earth? There's not enough green. A lot of blue. Alright. So let's see here. So we need day 1. Charlie. Mike. Is that Cray? Hold on. X-ray. Alright, I was about to say, that looked like a K there for a second. X-ray. Alright. Imagine getting signal after not anything for a day. It's like just your home planet. You know, that's not impossible. Alright, so let's go ahead and start another signal here. Oh, there's another one right up here. Look at this. Let's try and tighten up our triangle a little bit here. Come on, thing. I'm going to tighten up our triangles just a little bit. I mean, that actually has happened before, where I think it was either SETI or NASA, one of the two was doing, where they were doing readings on signals from space, and they got this crazy signal, and they're like, oh man, it must be aliens or something. It turned out it was quite literally just, like a rock and roll station that they bounced off or caught somewhere. Some sort of crazy nonsense like that. Let's see, I'm just going to put this over here. Because I don't need that, really. The MRE. I'm going to put the sponge on this table, I think. The empty beer bottle. We'll put on this table as well. This piece of paper can go over here. There we go. Yeah, no, you can drink beer. That's why I saved the beer bottle. Alright, so I'm going to put this one down over here. There we go. And this one is going to be our lunch today. There we go. Yeah, I might just eat the chicken sandwich, actually. Or it's not going to let me eat the chicken sandwich. Not going to let me eat the crackers today. Okay, good. The signal's all done. Let's see here. Let's see if we can't find this thing polarity-wise. Yeah, no, I did some experimenting with beer on my solo playthrough, and it definitely does restore some hunger. Which makes sense, considering beer has long been known as liquid bread. Fairly calorie-dense. You gotta collect the chicken sandwich first? You're gonna have to explain that one to me, because I've got the chicken sandwich. Well, I'll figure it out. I'll put it down or something. Put it back on the ground and interact with it. Oh, okay. Oh, is it like in a wrapper or something? Basically. There we go. Got that good. I'm going to guess this is probably down. Yeah, don't worry. We're going to feed you, bud. Man, this guy is grumbly. He complains about everything. Gave him a few crackers for breakfast. He complains about it. Oh, there we go. Got it. Nice. Doesn't look like any drift. Alright. Let's see here. Chicken sandwich. Alright. Alright. Okay, that was weird. There we go. You happy now, bud? You had a chicken sandwich. We're gonna have some stew. I'm gonna be honest, the amount of food this guy eats is kind of crazy, because these MREs are pretty calorie dense. Alright. So that's all downloading nicely. Let's go take our floppy disk and go hit up Charlie, Mike, and X-Ray. Last time I checked, the Irish do enjoy your meals. They're not wrong. No. Gotta fix this one. Okay. You play a sequence of notes and you'll have to repeat the same sequence. Oh my goodness. Okay. A, B, C, D. Okay. All right. F, D, C. All right. I'm amazed I got that right. Honestly. All right. So let's see here. First things first, let's do our SD.cal all, just because I like to get that all done. Make sure we're getting as much accuracy as possible. Alright, good. Now let's do... I just say play Simon Says. Yeah, exactly, like, my goodness. And let's go to target Charlie. Alright, there we go. I should probably replace my battery real quick. Hold on. There we go. Battery's good. I think there's another battery laying around here somewhere. I should carry an extra with me. Pull this out of there. Nope. Alright. There should not be yellow motes floating around in here. Yeah, I agree, because of how long it's taking to get the next Vintage Story stuff out. It's probably going to be pretty big. Alright. Download still going good over here? Yeah, download's still going nicely. Perfect. Alright. Actually, you know, there's some batteries in the security office here. Let's see here. There they are. There we go. Alright. I probably shouldn't be driving around at night. Can't you see? Yeah. The resurrected Freddie Mercury. Do I have headlights? Turbo, view, zoom, honk, toggle brake, drive. How do I turn them on? Aha! F. I probably should have gone the other way, it looks like. Alright, because we want to go to Charlie. Oh, Charlie's this way. There we go. Try not to hit the logs. I feel like I missed the turn for Charlie. Alright. This four-wheeler is not good at going up that kind of terrain. Welcome to the stream, folks, by the way. Hope everybody's having a good night. We're doing a little all-terrain vehicle driving. And apparently finding out that driving in this game is difficult. Alright. And also, I don't know where the roads are. Because here's Charlie right here. I definitely feel like the turn that it had me take is not the right turn. There you go. Yeah, this is definitely Charlie, so I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, but you are correct. With enough speed, you can go up any terrain. See? See? You understand. That ATV didn't understand. It's just a weird colored patch of dirt down there. Alright. Yep, everything looks good in here. Let's get our floppy disk. There we go. Okay. So sv.request. There we go. Gotta download our stuff here. That was a lot of noise there, server, just to download something to a floppy disk. This server is really struggling with this floppy disk. Alright, now it's got it. sv.eject. Get my floppy disk back here. Okay, so that's that. So that's Charlie. Done. Alright. And that was what, Mike? I just completely forgot. Yeah, Mike. Okay. Alright, so sv.target Mike. That way we can go ahead. Oh, there are light switches in here. Yeah, I'm just sitting here wasting battery. There's light switches in these things. Alright. I missed my turn. There it is. I was like, I'm just going to keep wandering in circles around up here. Okay, get down here. Get back onto this. There we go. Alright, so Charlie is done. Okay. There we go. And the direction I need to go here. Alright. Okay. Save error null. So I'm guessing we've got some sort of weird paranoia activity going on here. Is this Mike? This looks like Mike. You cannot save while on an ATV. Got it. There you go. Stay. Good ATV. Are you Mike? Are you Mike the satellite dish? You are Mike the satellite dish. At least the sun's coming up. I'm not the only one noticing that random spot out there. I'm assuming it's supposed to be the moon. At least I hope it's the moon. Alright. Just got it now. Alright. So let's do sv.request. Alright, see, that one behaved itself. SV dot eject. And then SV dot target X-ray. There we go. Got it. Do. Yeah, see, you see that, like, kind of faint, sort of dark, ominous, like, circle up there that could be just a not lit up moon, potentially. Or at least we're going to pretend it's a new moon. That's perfectly normal, right? That's just the moon, probably. No, I feel that. I keep doing that every time. Alright, well, at least now we're kind of facing the right way. Let's go down the road. So one thing I've noticed with the ATV here is it is very sensitive to input. If that wasn't the moon, then it would have fired a high concentrated power beam. Oh, okay, fair enough. Do. It is nice not having to run all over the place, burning my character's own, like, calories and power and stuff. I'm just using gasoline instead. Definitely heard something running through the woods over there. Oh wow, Charlie's pretty far out here. Oh yeah, X-ray I should say. Still this way. Okay, so I'm guessing it's this one over here. There, just stop. Just stop, machine. There you go. Alright. Yep, this is X-ray. I mean, good news is at least it's basically a straight shot back that way to base. Alright. And let's do sv dot request. Oh, you waking up there, Helia? I'm sorry. Or am I making too much noise for you? Or are you looking for a lap? Is it lap time? There we go. Now here's the thing I'm curious about. So when you reset your target, sv dot target reset. Is that supposed to set the thing back to the base? You can maybe find a Dollar General in the forest. Yeah, actually, you know, with a slightly longer day, that does give me a chance to, you know, explore around a bit once the sun's up. Yeah, you would think it would be quite easy to locate a giant radio tower. That's fair. Do. Turn on the headlights. So I don't run into a deer or something. Because that's clearly what's out in these forests. It's deer. It's just deer. No weird spooky animals or anything else. Alright. Sounds like the drone finally arrived this morning. See if they packed me any coffee this time. I don't know how they expect scientists to work without a functioning coffee machine in the break room. Alright, let's see here. I'll deal with you in a second, drone. Signal's good. Download that. There we go. Viewer. Move that to buffer. Move that to buffer. And move that to buffer. Check that. That over there for now. Put that in there. Alright. I'm gonna put this here. Can I use this? I can. Alright. That there. This here. There we go. Alright. Just clearing out my inventory a little bit, just so I can go get all the stuff out of the drone in one go here. Alright, let's see here. MRE, check. Zip drive, drive. Tapes. Lid. Data case. Alright, so let's put that down there. Lid. Put down like right there. Data tapes, how are we looking? They're done, so let's go ahead and put tape A down right here. Tape B down right here. Extra drive. We'll just go ahead and slam it in over here. My extra zip drive, we'll go ahead and put you down right there. Extra MRE buddy, you can come join MRE stack. There you go. Alright. Now let's go ahead and grab this. Nope. This. Put that in there. That in there. That in there. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab that. Let's go ahead and grab that. Okay, we don't have enough space for that. That's fine. There we go. Can't remember if there's a way for me to get the drives back out of the box. Yeah, there is. Alright. Put that there. This up. Nope. Nope. There we go. Grab these. Might as well be as efficient as we can and drop off everything we can here. Alright. Tape case. Check. Drive box. Check. Other tape case. There we go. Alright, we're good there. Anything else? Oh, right, I need to get the zip drive. I almost forgot. Alright, zip drive is ready. Move, move, and move. And eject. There we go. Alright, here we go. Let's see here. Case and zip drive. Check, check. Alright. On you go. Good drone. Beautiful. Alright. That all said, let's go ahead and get another signal located. We've got one north of us here a little bit. There it is. Edge of the map, even. I feel like the signal's fading. It faded on me. I think. Alright. Definitely feel like I missed that one. There it is. Alright. Alright, here we go. That's one of the things I'm definitely going to work on is lowering that cooldown. There we go. Alright. Did I lose that signal as well? I'm going to be annoyed. Yep. Losing signals like crazy here. Game's messing with me now. I knew there was one around here. Alright. Oh, back this way. There it is. That's a good and strong looking signal. Come on. Just need to think this. Hold still. Come on, timer. Come on. Definitely feel like we're getting some weather or something here in the game. Had to take a breather for a second. Dropping a dime and it landed on its side and then it says always hurts a lot when you step on it. Yes, yes it does. Alright. Alright. There we go. Yeah, I found a signal, got it nice and cornered in my little triangle, and it disappeared about the time I pressed enter. Happened to me twice. Nice screen chat color changed orange. Wow. Goodness. Alright, email. Daily task result, 8 out of 8. You've completed all 3 tasks. Keep up the good pace. Daily task. Nice. Sent to your account. Yep, too noisy. Dr. Max. Complaining about his packages. Alright. Okay, so it looks like it's already got it locked in there. See if we can't find this thing. And I need to feed my character. I definitely think I'm going to have to adjust my, calibrate my satellites there. It looks like we're getting some drift. Soap just appeared on my dash. Definitely getting some weird effects here. Yeah, what always gets me weird out in this game is when you start getting like the, yeah, my character's getting a little hungry. I'm going to feed him here in a second as soon as I get this thing dialed in a little bit. Alright, hold on. Dude, you don't need to pass out just because you're a little hungry. You're not starving to death. My goodness. And he's so hungry, he's like, I'm so hungry, I'm starving, I'm gonna die. Oh no. But it's just like, well, how about some of these crackers? He's like, no. No eat crackers. He's just like... It's like, dude, you're starving to death and you refuse to eat crackers. Ah, goodness. I need to go calibrate the satellites. Alright, I'm gonna go deal with that, since the satellites are being misbehaving. Alright, everything's green, it just needs to be calibrated. Alright. Come on. But how you doing, Norby Bacon? Glad to see you back. You've been quiet in chat there for a bit. You're saying I turn off settings that allows being picking over food since it's unrealistic. Oh, is there a setting for that? Is that like in the setup here? Let me see here. Can I change that? Settings. Game? User interface. Enable pop-ups, blah, 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 blah. Classic. Nope. Yeah, save settings. Okay. Alright, well, what we'll do is First off, save real quick. But I'll fix that in a bit. Okay, now where was I? Right. Now that we've got that sorted. Alright. Yeah, it is also stormy. That is part of it. But I figured calibrating the satellites would help a little bit. It does seem to have reduced it a little bit. Nope, passed it. This one's very narrow. Alright. Yeah, this one's going to be rough. Getting good signal on. Alright. So we have this thing here. Let's listen to this thing. Not hearing anything. Now what we could do... Oh goodness, I lost my frequency. Alright. Gotta get my character something to eat. Because apparently he ain't gonna eat the crackers. Well, here. Since he's Irish. There we go. I fixed the problem. Alright. Let's see your coordinates. Let's reduce our cooldown a little bit. Alright. Signal download speed, yeah. Detector strength, yep. Frequency, quality, yeah. Radar, let's increase our speed a little bit. Oh, it's overed up. So bump that up a little bit. Alright, let's come back to signal processing. Let's increase our download speed one more time. And I think I want one level of processing. Alright, store. I don't need security cameras. That's silly stuff. Essentials. Food. We could probably use some food. Sorry, we got cooking ingredients, because you can do cooking in this, apparently. Let's grab, like, a food box. Grab, like, 2 food boxes. Let's see here. Let's go to tools. Don't need a rock or a beacon, per se. Have a hammer. Let's go to miscellaneous and sanitary. Let's grab a couple of these garbage bags. There we go. Yeah. Cool. Let's see how this is doing here. Poorly. My goodness, this thing is just not having it today. There it was. There we go. Ah, goodness, this storm. Alright. Now let's do this here. Okay, so we'll let that work. Let's go get our delivery. There we go. Alright. We'll leave the drone there so we can get rid of the trash bags. Alright. Gonna add this to the lunch pile over here. And this one will put the backup lunch pile. There we go. Since my character apparently has decided that crackers are bad. But... Alright, can I have this cracker? Nope. Alright. It's over here. There you go. What's going on here? Hold on. Alright, let's see here. We got an email? No? Great, I don't know. How's this doing? 22%, 2%. This thing is just struggling over here real bad. This whole storm thing. Alright, well, while that sits there and thinks about it, let's see here. There we go. Yeah, this may be a good storm sleeper. You're not wrong. I'm just trying to keep some download going here. Because, like, we're just getting terrible download here. Nope. Like, just nothing. Yeah, I think we'll go take a nap. Actually, what we will do, we'll go clean up the bedroom. Go. Get all that. There we go. Put that away. Alright, grab all these trash bags here. Okay, there's that. There. Make a little extra money here. And then go take a nap. Alright. Here we are. There. See how long this storm lasts here. I think we lost our signal too. Unfortunately. Man, this storm is just lasting a while, isn't it? There it goes. Storm finally ended. At like 3 in the afternoon, almost 4 in the afternoon. Okay, nothing weird going on there. Do. See if we can't get our signal stuff patched up here. Maybe we still have it. Well, it looks like we still have it. Just gotta get realigned here. There we go, there's that one. Now, feel like we're still losing some signal there. Alright. So let's transfer that back. There we go. Let's transfer this back in. You should turn off the polarity thing to see that stops moving. Which polarity thing? Like, toggle that off? Like that? It hasn't stopped it from moving. Like, it's downloading, but it's not like... We'll try and see if that helps, but Let me double check my satellites. I'm gonna double check everything in here. That's what I was about to do, especially since the storm just ended. No, everything's good. Wait, my precision is 100.2%. What? I don't know what's going on with the signal. It still doesn't know what it is. Signal frequency normal, or quality normal. Object unknown. And it's at detector status 100. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get my next box ready. Actually, what am I doing? That's not what I wanted. There we go. Yeah, that's level 2. Or level 1. There we go. I'm going to send them some level 1 signals. Because we can. That, I want to see what this sounds like. Once you level up processing level, they're going to only want that level of drives from that point, even if you unbuy that upgrade. Oh, good to know. Well, I'm not going to upgrade it again. There we go. That's a little bit better. It seemed to be slightly more stabilized than it was, but still, it's not great. This is a neutron star that we're processing. But yeah, no, we can actually go ahead and do signal processing speed here. And yeah, let's do that. Email package received. Good. Actually, store. Garbage bag roll. Add to cart. Order. We're gonna get some more money. While we process these signals and try and download this one. Processing speed for processing, download speed for downloading signal. Exactly. That's why I'm trying to focusing on those two for my upgrades, because downloading speed lets you get more signals more quickly. Processing speed lets you improve them more quickly to make them more useful. Oh, good. It finally stabled out. Good. Finally. I guess the storm finally abated. Like, actually abated. Beware the rectangle? Which rectangle? I'm so confused about the rectangle. I should probably also stop leaving this door open. Take that. Thank you. There we go. Looks like trash on the ceiling. Alright. Let's see here. Let's get some more trash out of the place here. Try and clean this place up a little bit. A clean work environment is a happy work environment. Or at least one that's less, you know, concerning. There we go. There we go. Alright. How's this doing? Ah, we're at 90% done with this one. And we're at 49% done over here. Fantastic. Good, he finally ate his crackers. Okay. So this is finished. The neutron star, after being processed, does sound a bit better. Not hearing anything too crazy. Alright, so put this in the box. There we go. Email. Package received. 24 points. Nice. Upgrades. I mean, I could also get more trash bags. But I think I'll wait. I think I'll save my points for the moment. Alright. See how this is going. 60%. Nice. Go check the server room real quick. Make sure everything looks good in here. These are all happy looking servers. I just now noticed there's like a space up there. Nothing up there, but you know. Alright, servers are all happy looking. I could sell the fire extinguishers that are laying around. I could. I mean, I could also sell like this extra office furniture laying around and stuff too. Like, I don't have other employees here. I don't need these computers. I could also do some cleaning. I mean, this room is still a bit of a mess. So let's see here. Man. There we go. That's cleaned. Oh, gotta make it wet again. There we go. Gotta get it wet. I should really get like a mop, I think. I'm definitely hearing music and sounds I'm not supposed to be hearing. Anyone else hearing that? Hmm. Just a little evening ambience. I mean, fair enough. Alright, I should update my notepad. There we go. Oh good, this one's almost done. We're at 97% now. Going much faster now. I still find it interesting this is an unknown object. Alright. New signal added in glossary. Interesting. Not hearing anything from this one. So let's export it. Let's get it over here into processing. Alright. Import, now process. Oh yeah. We're gonna see what this thing is. But while that processes, let's go up this way and see what we find here. Alright. Oh, did I pass it? Should have been up around here. There it is. Wow, it's very small. Look at that. I almost didn't even notice that thing. This one's kind of weak. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it. Yeah, it's fading on us real fast here. Yeah, nope, it's gone. Did I see one up here? No. There's one. This one's a bit stronger. See if we can't get this one nice and sorted out. $30. There we go. Let's get her locked in here. There we go. Got it. Alright. How's this going? It's 40% down on the processing speed. So I figure what we'll do, get the signal locked in, maybe do more work, a little more work around the base. And listen to this thing once it's done processing. Maybe force feed my guy some more crackers. Definitely have to go scavenging around for some more drives. I find it interesting that they want 3 drives a day, but they only give you 1 per day. But then, you know, it wouldn't be a difficult game if, like, everything was perfectly supplied. Definitely gonna need some more stuff here. Alright, let's see here. Detector's working to figure out what this is. Alright, so it's not on the first polarity option. See if we can't find it on the second polarity option here. Yep. There we go. There's that. Alright. Polarity's locked in. See if we can't find that frequency here. So it's below where we started off at, which was like 300 something. Hmm. Where the heck is this thing? There it is. It's probably like the lowest I've ever seen the frequency. Yeah, close enough. Alright, there we go. Turn that off. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, how's this going? This one's almost done. Perfect. Signal glossary finished. Alright. Let's see what this thing sounds like now. Definitely something to that one. There we go. Alright, man, I got you. You're hungry. You don't want to eat the crackers. Man, this guy's so picky. Doesn't want to eat crackers, has to have his fancy Chinese food delivered. You know. I'm going to guess this is an exoplanet of some sort. Alright. Let's see here. Any emails? No updates? Good. Alright. Well, let's go put our character to bed. Get a little bit of sleep here because it's what? 10 o'clock? No. No, it's only like 8 p.m. Alright. Let's go check the server room then. Everything green. Green all that way. Oh, here's one that's not green. Oh no, it's this one again. Okay. C to B, C. Alright. E, F, A, G. E, F, A, G. Alright. C, D, D, D. There we go. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go explore the basement a little bit. I'm just seeing if this is actually like a food box stuck in the trash pile. It's cardboard. No, it's just empty food tray. Okay. Nope. This does not seem to do damage. Do I need a hit crowbar for these? Let me grab a rock. Nope, not that one. I'm going to break one of these rocks, or one of these things here. It says the rocks can break these, so let's find out. Nope, cannot open. Does this actually work to open these? Or is that note just like pulling my leg? Okay. I feel like those aren't actually openable with a rock. But we'll bring our rock upstairs. This will be our pet rock for upstairs. That's the wrong button. Here you go, pet rock. You live there now. Wash your filthy hands. Filth Awareness Administration. That's kind of amazing. I can take this? That's kind of cool. I want to believe. You gotta keep hitting them, so it's just a lot. Alright. Got it. I never checked the freezer. Aha! Just what I wanted. A drive. Let's see here. If I remember correctly, there's some more drives in here. Yep, grab that. Grab that. Grab that. There we go. What is that in there? That looks like something. Hold on. Oh, it's a fuse. Okay. I was like, what am I looking at? Fuse. Fuse is what I'm looking at. Circular saw. Fire extinguishers. What's this? That's trash file. Anything in this? Floppy disks. File binders. Okay. Take this with me. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. It's like, I'll just pick this up wholesale. Nope. If you try to pick it up, it doesn't work. Nope. Picked up something. Drives. Drives. Bandages. Fuse. Alright. Gonna put this down here. There we go. And pick this back up. Let's put this back on the shelf. Because I think fuses on the shelf would be good. There we go. Alright. What's that up there? Oh, it's a saw. I'll have a saw. Sweet. Alright. More drives. Any more drives hidden around here? I mean, I'm sure there are, but... Stapler, tape, pencil holder. Battery tape stapler. Floppy disk red. Okay. Not super worried about the floppy disks right this second. Plastic trash. Plastic trash. Okay. Let's go put these down here. Let's see how our signal download is going. Okay. 25%. Gotta keep hitting them. Something barbaric. Welcome, something barbaric. How you doing? Alright. It's linear. Oh, this was only 25%. It's a planet. Okay. How are we doing over here? Oh, good. I finished. That's right. I finished that one. Alright. Well, let's take the character. Oh, good. Now he'll let me eat some crackers. Well, a cracker. Alright. Let's go put our character to bed, sleep through the night, let that signal download, and see what our new orders are in the morning. Alright. And we're just going to put this deer right there. There we go. Keep that bandage there. Alright. 2200. Let's see how this goes. What up, everybody out there is having a good day? I'm having a pretty good day. It's actually my second playthrough of, or my second save, I should say. Oh, okay, we are in a weird thing. So we have the cactus, we have a drive box, we have some drives, clocks, cup, this is gas cans, lantern. Oh, the walls are closing in on us. That's what's going on here. We're being crushed to death. Got it. Can I sit in the chair? Well. Oof. That's a rough night of sleep. Alright. We still got any weirdness going on? Looks like we don't. Well, since we're awake a couple hours later, we'll go downstairs and check on things. Because that's not a great way to wake up in the middle of the night. Oh, let's come over here and see how this is doing. Yeah, we're at 73% done. Gonna go ahead and get one of these drives ready here and just put it over here. Oh, there we go. Alright, go ahead and do that. And... Hey, sweetheart. Yep, I know. It's about that time. Still won't eat those crackers. Check the servers real quick. Make sure there's nothing that needs fixing. Alright, nothing needs fixing. Alright. We can put our character back to bed, get a few more hours shut-eye here. Since everything seems to be nominal. After having that joyous dream that he certainly did not enjoy. Because I wouldn't enjoy a dream like that. Okay, that's just the wind howling. I was like, wait, what's that sound? Alright. There we go, nice and awake at 2 a.m. Go downstairs one more time, make sure nothing weird's going on. I've kind of figured out that if you hit the escape menu and the save option is still available to you, that for the most part, nothing too crazy is going on right then. Alright, this should be done. It is. Good. So let's save that. Alright, so let's play it back here for some fun. Not really hearing anything there. So let's go ahead and put it in there. Grab that. Put it over here. Do this. Go ahead and start processing it. That one shouldn't take long. Still won't let me eat the crackers. Alright. Definitely hearing something. Oh, it's the machine working. I was like, what am I hearing? Alright, daily task. 3 signals of strength 1, which we got. As we get more per signal now. So we have to check on Bravo, Whiskey, and Romeo. And per standard, send back the tapes. So, Bravo, Whiskey, Romeo. Alright. Day 2, we'll say? I think it's day 2. It's Bravo, Whiskey, Romeo. Bravo, Whiskey, Romeo. There we go. I've got that all documented for which ones we're going to have to go and deal with. But while we're doing, before we get to that, let's look for a signal here to go bother. We'll go down to this one that's right here. There we go. Get this thing going. Yeah, like right about there. If I can get this signal, if I can get this cursor to stop drifting so much. There we go. Alright, yeah, stay right there. Just gotta wait for the cooldown. Any moment. That ping cooldown's real rough. There we go. Get that one done. Let's go up this way a little bit. Yeah, right about there ought to be good. There we go. And last one, once we get that cooldown. There we go. Alright. Hit that button. We get this one dialed in. Got it. Alright. Those run. How's this going? 25% on that one. I even already have my 3 discs. There we go. So that's ready to go. Oh, good. This is all lined up now. So, oh wow, our frequency is almost good. We'll go ahead and fix up the frequency here first. Alright, just a little bit higher. It's always hard to fill in that last bar frequency. Let's go ahead and do this. Turn off the frequency one. Check our polarity here. Let's see here. Come on. Gotta be lucky. Have it on this first setting. Yeah, it's day 2/3. I expect it's probably going to be on that first, the rightmost polarity setting, if I had to guess. Yep. Alright. Where are you? There you are. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. That one's getting a nice good download speed. Still figuring out what it is. Yeah, let's see here. What is today? Today is what? Is there a way for me to tell? Yeah, day 3. Yeah, it's Wednesday, day 3. There you go. Alright. But I do think we are going to have to call that there for tonight, folks. I do unfortunately have to get up in the morning, as I have a 9-year-old that does not understand sleeping in. Love him to death. Sleeping in is not something he does. So, thank you all for joining me. I hope you all had a good time. I'm thoroughly enjoying Voices from the Void, even though horror games are not normally my typical forte, but it's kind of like just looming sort of fear of the unknown with mild jump scares has been pretty good. So, you all have a great one, and we'll catch you all on the next one. Thank you all so much for joining. All right. Absolutely glad to stream.